Good morning, class. Today we are going to start with the exercise of pronouns. Before starting with the exercise, let us have a look on the above given definition and some examples. What is pronoun? A pronoun is a word that is used in place of a noun. Examples: I, we, he, she, him, and her. Let's read about Piku to understand pronouns better. Piku is a small boy. Piku goes to school. Piku is very naughty, but the teachers love Piku. Piku is a noun, but using it again and again does not sound right. Now let's read these sentences. Piku is a small boy. Now, in place of Piku, we are writing here he. He goes to school. He is very naughty, but the teachers love him. Now, to make it simple, I would say that there are subject pronouns and object pronouns. Nothing to worry and nothing to panic. Don't just think that this is difficult to remember. Simple thing, subject pronoun mostly comes in the beginning of the sentence. At the beginning of the sentence, for the subject pronoun boy, we use he. And object pronoun mostly comes in the ending of the sentence. So, for Piku, in the last sentence, if you see carefully, he is very naughty, but the teachers love him. Here we are not using he, we are using him in place of Piku, because Piku is in the place of object, right? At the end of the sentence. Object pronoun mostly comes at the end of the sentence. So, at the end we use him and not he. अगर एंड में आता है तो हमें him यूज़ करना है, he यूज़ नहीं करना है. We have already done the exercise that I gave you from the different sources. I found it out and you also did your work very well. Now let us begin with the exercise. I hope my sound is clear to you. I'm not well, so I'm trying to speak louder. Okay, next exercise. Underline the pronouns in the following sentences. Here we just have to underline the pronouns. Number 1, I am not feeling well. I am not feeling well. Here we are using I. For whom? For ourselves, right? Now just imagine, just think that I, Avni, is talking about myself, right? And this is true. This sentence is actually for me. You can say, I am not feeling well, right? I am not feeling well. मैं ठीक नहीं हूँ. So when we are talking about ourselves, we use I. I is a pronoun. मैं ये नहीं कहूँगी कि अवनी इज़ नॉट फीलिंग वेल, राइट? मैं अपने बारे में बोल रही हूँ तो अपना नाम क्यों लूँगी, राइट? मैं अगर अपने बारे में बोल रही हूँ तो मैं क्या कहूँगी? मैं या मुझे ठीक नहीं लग रहा है, राइट? आई एम नॉट फीलिंग वेल. Number 2, so here I is the pronoun and you have to underline I. Number 2, they were talking to each other. They were talking to each other. Here they is used for someone else and more than one. We are talking about more than one person and someone else. So we are using here they. Now just try to replace the pronoun with the noun just for your understanding. मान लो कि they की जगह पर राम एंड रीटा लिखा है, राइट? राम एंड रीटा वर टॉकिंग टू ईच अदर. ओके, सो राम एंड रीटा आर द टू डिफरेंट पीपल वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट. दो लोग हैं जिसके बारे में हम बात कर रहे हैं, किसी और के बारे में. मोर देन वन है, राइट? क्योंकि दो है. सो राम एंड रीटा वर टॉकिंग टू ईच अदर. So in place of Ram and Rita, we are using here they. They were talking to each other. राम और रीटा यहाँ दिया नहीं है, हमें सिर्फ सोचना है कि इसकी जगह पर कौन सा नाउन, कोई भी नाउन आप डाल सकते हो. जैक एंड जिल भी डाल सकते हो, राइट? एनीथिंग यू वांट. ये सिर्फ अंडरस्टैंडिंग के लिए है, अच्छे से आपको समझ आए उसके लिए. सिर्फ इमेजिन करो कि यहाँ पे जैक एंड जिल लिखा है. जैक एंड जिल वर टॉकिंग टू ईच अदर. So Jack and Jill, two people, more than one, and someone else. So we are using here they in place of Jack and Jill. Number 3, we went to Grandma's house to visit her. We went to Grandma's house to visit her. Now in place of we have to put the noun. Just imagine. सोचो कि we की जगह पर हम क्या नाउन यूज कर सकते हैं. I will use my brother and I went to grandma's house to visit her. My brother and I went to grandma's house to visit her. Here also we are talking about two people, my brother and I. So one is my brother and the other person is myself. अपने बारे में, है ना? आई, माई ब्रदर एंड आई, मेरा भाई और मैं दादी के घर गए थे. करेक्ट? जब सेंटेंस में दो लोगों की बात हो रही हो और उसमें एक इंसान आप खुद हो, आई आता है अगर सेंटेंस में, तो हमें वी यूज़ करना है. माई ब्रदर एंड आई वेंट टू ग्रैंडमाज हाउस टू विजिट हर. Okay, so we are using we in place of my brother and I. So we is the pronoun, underline we. Number 4, Mummy and I went to see the play. Here I is the pronoun, underline I. Number 5, it is a comic book. Here it is used for the book. It is used when it is animal or a thing. Remember, it is used for animals and things. So here it is the pronoun, underline it. Number 6, we cleaned the porch after the storm. We cleaned the porch after the storm. We, फिर से आपको याद दिला दूं, वी कब आता है? जब हम किसी और अपने बारे में बात करते हैं, राइट? नाउ यू ट्राई एंड पुट द नाउन इन प्लेस ऑफ वी. अभी वी की जगह पर आप कौन सा नाउन डालोगे, सोचो. आई वुड यूज माई फ्रेंड एंड आई. ठीक है, माई फ्रेंड एंड आई, मेरा दोस्त और मैं. हमने पोर्च क्लीन किया. माई फ्रेंड एंड आई क्लीन द पोर्च आफ्टर द स्टोर्म. माई फ्रेंड एंड आई की जगह पर कौन सा प्रोनाउन यूज़ कर सकते हैं? वी. करेक्ट? क्योंकि यहाँ हम अपने फ्रेंड और अपने खुद की बात कर रहे हैं. आई होप आई एम क्वाइट क्लियर with this topic. It's very important, kids. So please, if any doubt, you can call and ask me. Okay, it's very important, so please pay attention. Number 7, the book is interesting as it talks about wild animals. Here it is the pronoun. It is used for the book. The book is interesting. The book is interesting as the book talks about the wild animals. Now let us turn the page. It is a new bag. It is a new bag. It is used for the bag. Bag is a thing. Underline it. In the previous one, number 7, it is the pronoun. So you have to underline it. And number 6, we is a pronoun. Number 9, she asked me about the holiday plans. She asked me. Here, me is the pronoun. She asked me about the holiday plans. She and me both are the pronouns, right? She is used for the girl and me is used for myself. Correct? She and me, underline both. Number 10, Nisha is absent today. She is unwell. Here she is used for Nisha. She is the pronoun, underline she. Next exercise, I am not going to give you the answers. You have to do it by yourself. I'll check out your homework, okay? I'm just going to explain you. Number 1, Varun. First, let us read the heading. Use pronouns in place of the words in bold. You can see the words given in bold. Just read it out after me. Varun, Sonia, Bob, Mrs. Sen, the girl, the bag, Veena, Sonu, Ritu, the baby. All these are the nouns. We have to use a pronoun in place of it. Number 1, Varun is a good boy. Varun is my friend. Varun is a boy. For boy, which pronoun we use? He. Number 2, Sonia is my friend. Okay, how you have to write it? Just underline Varun and above Varun write he. Number 2, Sonia is my friend.